that are going out to load and create and delete for modules, but we actually want to be able to have modules for every single course. Notice that if I go to a different course, I get the same modules. If I go to that other course, I get the same modules. And that's not what we want, right? What we like to be able to do is add or remove modules for a specific course. Yes? Notice that we have the ID of the course, right? So we should be able to manage different modules for different courses. Yes? Right, so to do that, I've modified I've added the generic server the capability of being able to create a relationship between courses and modules, right? And so the URL is slightly different, right? It's slightly different. It's mostly the same, but you can do, for instance, instead of find all modules, we can implement something else. We can implement maybe find modules for course, and you can pass me the course ID, and I will only return the modules for that course, right? But what the URL looks a little bit different. You have to tell me here courses, and then the ID of the course / modules, and I'll only return the modules for that particular course. Make sense? Right? So this URL, it's parameterized, so I'm going to change it to this syntax, so I can embed here module ID, which the course ID, See that? All right. If now, instead of calling find all modules, I can use find modules for course. And I can replace this, instead of find all modules, I can say find all modules, and I need the course ID as an argument, which I can then pass. I can use the find all modules in the service. I need to export it too. I need to export it, right? I need to export it, and now I can replace this. Instead of using this, right? I'm going to use the module service dot. Why is it not seeing it? Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, that's a key. I'm sorry. This is a key. This is what I'm going to replace. This would be module service dot find modules for course. I'm going to pass the course ID. Right, and that's going to return the modules. I misspelled it. Course ID. Right, and I need to pass the course ID now. Right, where do I get the course ID? Well, I think we were rendering, weren't we? We were rendering somewhere. Let's see. I think the course editor has it, doesn't it? The course editor. There's a course ID being passed to the course editor. Remember, right? So we can pass it down to the modulus component. Course ID, right? So that in here, we can use, instead of finding all modules, we're going to call find modules for course, and this .props.course ID. All right, so this is calling this find modules course for course is calling this guy, and this guy is calling the service, and then the service, right, is going out, passing the course ID to the modules. It's going to come back as empty, I believe. Let's try it out. Let's see if we break it. We can look at the network axis. Notice that it should go out, and let's see. We can look at the network and modules. There's our query. There it is. It says API courses. The ID of the course modules, it comes back with an empty array. So there are no modules for this course, which makes sense, right? I don't believe any of these have, if I go back and I go to 4500, no modules, 5610 has no modules, and 5200 has no modules. Let's do a create. Let's do a create. Notice that if I create, it's creating into the modules, but there's no relationship between the modules and the courses. So if I refresh, I have no modules. Yes? So let's add that tie-in as well, the relationship between the two. Yes, let's do that.